All right, Shalom. We're going to start off with giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakal, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, who teach us His word and truth and sincerity, and for whom and well. And salutations to our fellow occupants across the four corners of the globe, preaching in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, we out here again. Myself, Bar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii, one half of GMS Hawaii, and got the priest, Shaman.
Brother
Just go in the spirit.
This is Isaiah chapter 1. I'm going to start at verse 3. That's what I want. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Isaiah the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah.
So Judah, today, the tribe of Judah would consist of the so-called Negro here in America. Jerusalem consists of the rest of the kingdom of Judah. You have Benjamin, tribe of Benjamin, which would be the so-called West Indians. Some people call Jamaicans, Trinidadians, as well as the Levites, which you will call the so-called Haitians today. Right?
In the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah.
So this was when we were in our power. Go ahead.
Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth.
That's what we're doing right now. We're telling the hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth. Go ahead.
For the Lord hath spoken, I have nourished and brought up children.
Yup, the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, nourished us up and brought us up, separated us from the heathen nations, put us in our own land, gave us our own laws, statutes, and commandments to live by. And even when our people screamed for a king, He gave us a king. Go ahead.
And they have rebelled against you.
So the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, gave us everything, and our people, what we do, we rebelled against Him. How do we rebel against Him? We searched out these different idols for these different nations, took on their ways, their customs, and in return for all that the Lord gave us, we turned our back against Him. Okay, and rebellion means to go back to war. Read meaning back, rebellion meaning war. So our people, we went to war with our power.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 14:12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication.
Yeah, that's where it all started at, man. The devising of idols, because the Lord, Yahweh, can you get Psalms 96 and 5? Because the Lord gave these nations, He gave them idols, but He gave us them. Okay, because the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is the only living power. There's no other power with Him. All these idols, these things that, like the elder was reading, the devising, meaning the people just craftily came up with that shit, man.
Came out your mind, huh?
Yeah, you just pulled that out your ass. Go ahead, brother.
Real quick, Psalms 96 and 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
Yeah, all the gods of the nations are idols. I don't care. You can just go off the list. Whatever gods you want to bring up, those are all idols, meaning they don't exist, they don't alive, they don't create, they don't destroy.
But the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai made the heavens.
But the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai made the heavens, man. So everything you see, everything you don't see, everything outside of this first heaven to the second heaven to the third heaven, that's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai made that. And He didn't have help from Shiva, Ali Akbars, none of that shit. It was Yahweh. He gave the blueprint to His Son, His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who in turn gave it to the Alahayim, those elect angels, man.
Letters of Jeremiah or Baruch 6, chapter 1, and I'm going to start at verse 35. In like manner, they can neither give riches nor money, through a man make a vow unto them, and keep it not, they will not require it.
Yeah, they can't do nothing with it, man. These people prostrate themselves to these idols, and these idols we're talking about beneficialness over there in the main portion of the camp. It don't benefit them, man. You just talking to the air, man.
Yep. They can save no man from death.
No, they cannot save no man from death. You got our people down there in Central South America praising these goddamn idols, man. These candles, all these different so-called female deities, okay? And they're not doing anything for them, because what's going on down there? They're catching hell. They're bugging out. They're eating whatever they can get their hands on. Some of them resorting to cannibalism. Okay, they just catching hell, man, and they don't even know why. But this is the reason why, because our people resorted to idol worship.
It says, neither delivered the weak from the mighty.
Yeah, and none of those idols ever delivered the weak from the mighty. Only Yahweh Shem Yahweh.
They cannot restore a blind man to his sight, nor help any man in his distress.
So they can't heal you and they can't comfort you. All they do is just stand there with nothing. You know, that big idol that our people worship, the majority of our people worship. You know, I came up here from Philly. The majority of them niggas are into Islam, man. You know, they worship in the Kaaba, so, and really, them niggas not even all the way into that. They just put the garb on to make it look like holy. You know, got that fucking dirty dot on their head, hitting their prayer rug, okay? But that shit really is just a guise, man. That prison, that's a prison religion anyway, to deliver you niggas from getting your ass beat, man. And then then you what? You in turn, you get out of that prison house, you bring it home to your woman, and now that shit spread like cancer, you know? And that's why when you read that scripture,
Yeah, it says, for the what's with Solomon 14 and 12? For the devising of idols is the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them, the corruption of life. Yeah, so again, it says spiritual fornication with a Most High's woman. All right, you tell a woman the primary thing, don't fuck with me. All right, so we pretty much spiritually fuck on the Most High by making ourselves with these other deities. Not only did we fuck on the Most High, all right, you was starting, man, because you was every island you could fucking think of. Our people that bow down and worship it one way or another. The scripture says that these nations stuck to their gods, which are no gods. Israel, forget about it, man. All right, a fucking rock. All right, you worshiping a bird. Here it is. You have hands. A bird don't have hands. You gonna worship it. All right, so that's Jake, man. Right, that's why Isaiah's gonna get on their ass.
Going back to Isaiah, it says, the ox knoweth his owner, Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Yeah, so
Real quick, brother, when I was in Jamaica, you know, you saw goats wandering around roaming, all right? But at the end of the night, every goat will go back to its particular owner, man, all right? They don't got no leash on them, but every night they'll go back. Why? Because they want water and shelter.
Yep.
But Jake, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, our people, can you read that again?
Yep. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
So the ox know of its owner, the ass his master's crib. Those are two of the most simple animals that you can find in any pasture, right? But yet and still, they know, like the elder was saying, they know where their food come from, they know where their shelter come from, they know the voice of their master. But our people, they don't know. Like all these people out here, the majority of people that if you can see, are Israelites, man, Jakes, man. And they out here consumed with vanity. They don't know who they are. They'll call themselves and be proud about it. I'm Puerto Rican. Well, the word Puerto Rican means rich port, and you speak Spanish. But yet our people, they cling to that identity. Our people can cling to the identity of Dominican, which means, goes back to Santo Domingo, which is Sunday. Okay, our people cling to black, African American, or anything that don't pertain to them. All those things go back to colors, proverbs, made up names. That's what that is. So our people don't know who they are. We're the Israelites, but our people won't know. Go ahead.
It says, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider.
So our people don't know, and not only do they not know, they won't even consider it. You won't even consider yourself to be the people of the Bible. You read the Bible and you think that the people that you're reading about are some distant people that once walked the earth. But then the same people still walking the earth today, which are you, which are us. Okay? But the only ones that's going to consider is the elect. The only ones that's going to know is the elect. Outside of that, nobody knows. And this is a small sanctuary, because I was explaining to my woman. I was like, look, man, she's like, she was all excited. I'm out here, and then she's like, she's even with the brothers, and it seems like that wherever I go, we got brothers. So it seems like it's a bunch of us. But then she don't really realize that it's a few of us. It just so happened that on the East Coast, the states are really close together. So you can travel quick, and you might meet brothers. It's like, we got a lot of brothers, but it's not. Those 3, 2, 1, 8 brothers that I may meet, that's it for the state. There's no other brothers.
Well, good, because what? when you read the book of Micah, I always like this chapter, the 7th chapter. He said, I'm like a grape leaf. All right? And we already know Hosea 9, but also in this, that Israel's supposed to be that grapes. In our law, you go you get full clusters, but you have to leave a little bit of grapes. Clean. You know what I'm saying? That's what the prophets are liking us. They're just a little bit of cluster left on a tree, man. All right? And the brother was bringing out the point that the oxen, what was it? The oxen and ass?
Yep.
The scriptures also say in Jeremiah that we take like a wild ass, because some of them will know about this thing, but then you can't tame them. You know what I'm saying? You got wild ass in the wilderness that just want to be that. For example, matter of fact, an alley cat. All right, you take an alley cat, comfort it, bring it in your home. It's not gonna stay in your crib. It's used to being an alley cat.
Feral.
Yeah.
It's a feral cat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So the same thing with Jake. Like, a lot of them, they might listen for a while, but it's hard to really break them and have them be, like a righteous.
Stable and constant with this thing. And like the elder was saying, he was saying, our people, they know that they're Israelites. This word is so pervasive on the internet, they're trying to take it down. They're trying to do away with it, trying to hide it. But it can't, because everybody knows. I was talking to my sister last night, and my flesh sister, okay? My sister of the flesh. I had mentioned something. I said, hey, you're an Israelite. It slipped out. I didn't really want to tell her to, but it slipped out. And the first thing she said, are you one of those people that be on 69th Street with the microphone screaming at people? And I was like, no, I'm not one. I'm not those people, but I'm an Israelite. And I ain't going to Great Millstone and all the other camps, because they had an opportunity to hear this word and ignored it.
See, they know, but they know. But they're that wild ass. They're that rebellious. They don't want to concede the thing. They just want to keep up with it.
My twin brother seen this nigga last night too. And I was up on the phone for him with hours when I first came into the truth, trying to give it to him. And he was like, he ain't trying to hear that. He ignored me. He don't want to talk to me. And then he gets tattoos, smoking, doing everything under the sun, praising Ali Akbars, all that shit. You know?
You just came in.
Yeah.
That's how you can tell somebody's more experienced. You might see somebody with a weapon.
Yeah.
But then you see somebody more experienced.
Yeah.
So that's how, when you're growing this thing, you don't just shoot blind at everybody. You gotta try the spirit. 1 John the 4th chapter. Okay, this guy might hate white man, or this guy might believe in UFOs, so you pick his brain. But again, that comes with experience and the time and stuff. Just speak to the judge.
So, Isaiah 1 and 4. Our sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity.
Let me look at that word laden. What's that? Isaiah 1 and 4.
Our sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity.
Sin upon sin, right? They love to sin. It's the summertime now, niggas gonna be extra wild and, you know what I'm saying, doing demonic shit, driving their bikes on the opposite side of the street just to be demons. And you know what? People want to attract bitches, all right? They want the blessings of Satan, because the more wicked you are, the more, the more that shit's gonna happen.
Yep, it says, a seed of evildoers.
Oh, Salaki. That word for laden is a Hebrew word. The Hebrew word there is kabad, or kabad. It says heavy, great, massive, abundant, like the elder was saying, numerous, heavy, hard, difficult, burdensome, very oppressive. So our people don't even know that their sins are oppressing them, man. They're not even free. They're locked down. A people laden with iniquity, sin upon sin. So our people, it's like so thick. It's like if you ever went to a person that's a hoarder's house, the dust in that house is so thick that sometimes you gotta break it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta use a chisel to remove it. That's how our people's sins are. A people laden with iniquity. Go ahead.
A seed of evildoers.
Seed of evildoers, man. All you do is wickedness, man. Like the brother was saying, it's the summertime. Ass is out, guns is out, bikes is out, wickedness is out. That's right. It seems like everywhere across America where our people dwell at, it seems like the murder rate just sky high when it's hot outside. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because I was riding through Philly on my way up here to New York, and gentrification is really heavy over there. So I'm driving from one area of Philly, mainly where the Northern Kingdom live at, and it's just terrible trash. It's like Night of the Living Dead. But for some odd reason, it's like an imaginary line where these Edomites, they got all kinds of shit. It looked like this, but with Edomites. And Yeah, they got the clothes hanging outside. Nobody's touching it. You know, it's the drugs. It's like the drugs are non-existent. I ain't seen one crackhead, no meth head go there, and it's so crazy because our people don't see that this is a spirit. That line that I'm talking about, that imaginary line, that's a spiritual line that they cannot cross.
It's a great gulf.
It's a gulf.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to try to mix oil and water, eventually it separates.
Yep.
All right, certain things separate.
Yep.
So that's really our people, because what separates us right now is the curses.
Yep.
All right. They had something called a ceiling for you, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You ain't gonna sit next to a fucking Rothschild, nigga.
No.
I'm gonna fuck how much rods you blow, how many niggas will bench you over, nigga. All right, you never gonna sit next to the Rothschild and play Nate, because the Most High and put a curse on people, man.
Yeah, I saw a picture with Khalees. You remember that chick? Khalees, she was married to Nas.
Yeah, that fucking golden.
I seen that picture with that bitch was in the middle of Evelyn and Jacob Rothschild. I was like, how the fuck this bitch get in the middle? Like, what was she doing? She not talented at all. But like the brother was saying, she's a slut whore. So, you know, she probably just came from getting blasted and they made mockery of her. You got it.
It says, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters,
A seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. Go ahead.
they have forsaken the Lord, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
And that's why you see our people in the condition they're in. Because the reason why they live in the lowest state is because that's the anger of the Lord. The reason why you get mowed down by cops, the reason why just hell is just not letting up on you is because of that.
So, Romans chapter 2, and it says, verse 5, but after thy hardness and an impenitent heart treasureth up unto thyself wrath
Yep.
against the day of wrath and revelation of the righteous judgment of the Most High, who will render to every man according to his deeds. Yeah, so you going off, you being hard, you refusing to repent. The word repent, meaning you feeling sorrowful, acknowledging your sins. You're storing up treasure for yourself, man. It's to show you that the wages of sin is death, man. Romans 6 and 23, man. All right? You keep acting like a hard-headed nigga, all right? Go on shooting drugs, tattoos, no acknowledgement of the Heavenly Father whatsoever. The end result is going to be what? Death. That's why you see niggas in their cars, that one chick who's in his car asleep, and then he woke up and he got blasted, man. Right? Who knows what that nigga was doing in the world, man? All types of wickedness, right? And that's the main reason why people get shut down, man. Get shot down every day. That's the reason why they're in the state they're in, they're oppressed, because they're not considering the actions that they're doing, which is breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. And how about
That single-minded nigga fell asleep with a gun in his lap.
Yeah.
That's called not having any type of discernment, man. The scripture says give certificate to the simple. You're not supposed to be going around being a fucking idiot, man. That's what. If you know your enemy, if trigger happen on a blast your way, you don't fall asleep with a gun in your lap, man.
He wasn't even
I don't fucking this license, man.
Yeah, that nigga woke up dead, man. They know that old saying, you gonna wake up dead.
How you wake up dead?
That nigga woke up dead. How you wake up dead? God.
How you wake up dead?
How you wake like that nigga? he went to sleep, he woke up using the spirit world. And it was like, even though he wasn't even posing a threat, but he was a threat to Yahweh Shai, man. He was a threat to this truth.
What the fuck am I having? Running rubber bullets and tasers and all that?
Now when it come to a nigga,
Not getting that, man.
that's the anger of the Lord. You getting the silver bullet. You the werewolf. That's how Esau look at you. Like, oh my God, I'm killing you. And you see, like the Edomites, they would bang before they woke him up. They were just getting charged up. Oh, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna bang. I'm gonna break the window. I'm gonna break the window. And then they scared them. They startled the niggas. You can't startle the animals. They startled them, and then he just like, and then all this, it looked like I'm gonna shoot you. And then they seen the gun. Gun could have been in the side of the thing. They just seen the back of it, and it bang. And really, that was the anger of the Lord.
That's it.
That's what that was.
The first Samuel, the Most High killed to make it alive. So the Most High, he's our people that got blasted away. But look, the Most High dude is called double judgment, man. All right, the Most High judged that wicked nigga, right? But then the Most High is gonna judge Esau for touching the apple of his eye. All right, and you know what proves that? You have the situation with Noah. All right, because the Most High had Noah get drunk, get naked, all right, so that Ham may look at him, that he may curse Canaan, that we may fuck Canaan up. So the Most High played 4D chess, man. know what I'm saying?
This is Job 4 and 7. Remember, I pray you, whoever perished being innocent.
None. Nobody perished being innocent, man. All right?
Or where were the righteous cut off? Never. The righteous have never been cut off. If you doing the right thing by Yahweh Bashim Shai, eventually you're gonna be preserved, saved, and ultimately saved. But in this world, nobody is innocent. This I was telling my daughter, having an express conversation with her, like, listen, you weren't born here to be no architect, to be a doctor, to be a lawyer, to be successful. Now, if you are any of those things, the Lord gave you that ability to basically provide for yourself, man, while you're here, or maybe help others, chiefly the elect, you know. But the point of the matter is, the reason why we all are here on this earth is it's a judgment. Now, judgment is not necessarily always negative. A judgment can be a positive judgment. The pardon, that's a positive judgment. Okay, they looked at your record, they see what you did. Oh, how about you, Mashah? See what you did? Okay, he's my elect, he's gonna get a pardon. And then the negative, get that nigga 30 years. Yeah. Okay, judgment. Okay, chop your head off. You sitting there having a good time. You know, I heard about a story about a kid who was on a train track and he looked out and he got decapitated, man. Why? Because that was his judgment. He didn't even know why. He just thought it was gonna be fun. Yeah.
It's the Most High, brother. It's the Most High's mercy. You know, the scripture says he's gonna give mercy when you want to give mercy.
Yep.
I don't know if you ever been pulled over, but I've been pulled over. Cop might say, listen, I'm gonna let you off the hook. All right, that don't mean you gonna speed again.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But then again, you can't really do nothing. You felt like you got mercy. That's why I might just be hard on him. So that's a good thing. That's the Most High. So they just told us, I'm gonna have mercy on this guy. That's why you ain't really do nothing to obtain it. You know what I'm saying? If, you know, well, that's why we call ourselves the hope of the we don't know what the Most High is gonna do, man. All right?
Say for man's ways, please the Lord, you know, make us be at peace with him. Yeah. Brother got pulled over and open the spirit on that cop. Off the hook. So if you're doing the things pleasing unto the Heavenly Father, I'll give you a pass.
Balance. Scripture speak about Ecclesiastes 7 and 14. Prosperity and adversity. It's a balance, man. All right. Look, brother, just because you get a ticket, that don't mean you're wicked, man. That's just the Most High. I gotta put a little hell on you too. Even though you're doing my work, I still gotta. You know what I'm saying? Continue like Isaiah.
It's Isaiah chapter 1 and 4.
All the way down to verse 10.
Our sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord.
Yeah, how have you forsaken the Lord? By ignoring his laws, statutes, and commandments, by ignoring his word, by ignoring his prophets. Okay, by doing what you wanted to do, man. Okay, fighting against your power. Go ahead.
Yep. And it says, they have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
They provoke the Most High to anger, and that's the one you don't want to provoke the Lord, man. Because once the Most High is against you, nobody can deliver you from that, man.
They are going away backward.
And what does that mean, backwards? Going in the way of these different nations, man. Idolatry, wickedness, breaking the laws and commandments. Because our people have done it before. We all have done it before. So if you go back to it, that means you're going off backwards. You're going right back into the ways of our forefathers. You're going right back into the reason why we kept them going in and out of captivity, man. Go ahead.
It says, why should ye be stricken anymore?
Yeah, so now it got to a point, where, like, the Lord, like, I done beat your ass 1,000,000 times, man. And all you do is keep doing the same shit. And you know the worst thing for your parents to do if they was disciplining you is for them to not discipline you or talk to you at all. When they get quiet, that means, oh shit. Now I don't give a fuck. Let whatever happened to them happen to them. And that's what happened to us. Now these nations was able to do whatever they wanted to do to us, and even in this very time. Our people are more wicked than ever. You know?
It's Hosea chapter 5, verse 15. And it says, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early. Yeah, so well, that's why we cry out right now, man, because Heavenly Father, you turn his face from us, because due to the fact that we wouldn't acknowledge our sins, we let these heathen nations come up and do whatever the hell we want to do to us. An example of that is them raising up the Edomites and putting us into slavery, man. Right? They had us in slavery for a very, very long time, man.
Got us in slavery now.
The Romans all the way up until now, man. And they've done extreme wickedness to us, man. Buck breaking, you know, casting up our babies to apparatus. We can go down a whole list, man. But the reason why the Heavenly Father did that, so you could return unto Him. You know, you could sit back and say, why is all these things happening unto me? Oh, because I sinned against my power.
In their captivity, they shall remember themselves.
That's right. Back in Isaiah, it says, why should ye be stricken anymore? He will revolt more and more.
So every time the Most High, Yahweh Shai, afflicted us, we just kept getting worse. It's like a hard head just kept getting harder. Go ahead.
The whole head is sick.
From Judah all the way down to Issachar. When you look at all the 12 tribes of Israel, everybody, the whole head is sick, man. And when the head's sick, the body's sick. You know?
And the whole heart is faint.
Yeah, and the whole heart is faint, man.
From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it.
Yeah, there's no soundness. And you look at Jake, man, there's no soundness in Jake, man. I'm gonna look at what that word is sounding is. What is it?
Isaiah 1:6.
The word for sounding, Isaiah 1:6. Isaiah 1:6, it says, for the sole of the foot is, from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness. You go to that word soundness, the Hebrew word there is mathum. Okay, it says soundness, entirety, soundness, soundness men. It says a whole or part soundness, integrity. Hey, you look at Jake ain't got no integrity, man. Especially now, these little young niggas, they quick to sell out. They want to sell out. They like, oh, please, Illuminati, come get me. I'm sorry. I apologize about that. No, it says right here. It says integrity.
Oh, okay, start. Oh, they got the root word.
God. So from the root, it says integrity. It says wholeness. Soundness. Whole or sound part. So again, when you look at our people, they lack integrity. That's one of the big things that you can tell about a man of the Lord. A big characteristic of a man of the Lord is his integrity, man. Okay? Can you look at that word integrity? Because our people lack that, man. You know, you go check Jake in any ghetto USA, man, and his integrity level is so low it's at a negative.
Got the Webster's dictionary. Well, you're right, brother. You're right, because look, the first thing they have is wholeness. Going back to sound, because when you know entirety, the first thing you have for integrity is wholeness, entireness, unbroken state. All right, the entire. All right.
So the whole entire of our people. Period.
Genuine, unadulterated, unimpaired.
And that's not the ghetto. That's not the niggas in the world. That's not these people in the world. When we say niggas, we speak as a separate entity, because they are. 2/3 of our people, which is almost the vast majority of our people, are in a low base state, man. Everything that they do is base. There's no soundness, no upliftness in them. They just through. Okay?
Yeah, because wholeness, when you whole, that means you're not sick, right?
Yeah, right.
Because you got whole food and whole medicine, right? That means you're not sick. That's how come. When you read after soundness, what it's gonna say?
It says, I'm going to start at verse 5 again. Why should ye be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint.
Yeah.
From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in
There's
it.
no whole. It's not whole. All right. You know once again, you're not fully healed, but what?
But wounds.
But wounds. All right. So that's how come you know that soundness right there is something about you're not whole, man. You're not good. You know what I'm saying? If you was whole, you wouldn't be in a doctor.
Yeah.
Right? The scriptures. Y'all always try to speak about that we need a physician. You're not whole, man.
He said
Them that are sick,
yeah, them that are I'm sorry. Yeah, but basically anybody that's whole, you don't need a physician. But the Lord, Yahweh Shai came for the sick, the needy. Okay? Them that are whole need not a physician. Okay, but our people, we need it. You know, I find myself, especially these days, saying, man, we need Yahweh Shai, man. You know, I don't even, because I used to, when I first came into the truth, I see something that was negative, that was wicked, and I would spaz out. Now I keep it to myself, and I just like, man, we need Yahweh Shai. And when you say that, you gotta be bad. We we need him to come off his throne from the right-hand side of his father's throne and personally come down here and intervene. Because it's like, if we don't, we're through. Go ahead.
It says, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises.
But wounds and bruises. And what's those wounds and bruises, man? From all those different captivities, all those points where these heathen had destroyed us, and then you see what's left, man. Okay, Jake keep going back and forth into these old ways. Okay, Jake still languishing. Okay, our people are sick, man. Our people are broken. Okay.
Yep. And it says, and putrefying sores.
Yup, putrefying sores. Go ahead.
They have not been closed.
Yeah, they haven't been closed, man. It's like that. It's like they didn't even put a Band-Aid on it. It's putrefying. When you look up putrefying, it's like pus, really funky stink, like a putrid scent. You know, gangrene set in. You gotta chop it off, okay, or it's gonna spread.
It says, neither bound up.
Yeah. So no, again, no, it's not bound up. No bandages on it. So it's just maggot filled, pus filled, infection filled. Go ahead.
Neither mollified with ointment.
Yeah, ointment, and the ointment is just truth, this word, man. And our people don't even want it.
That word they're putrefying, they got taraya, and it means fresh, new. So it is, you got all types of bruises, but now you got new bruises on you, like constantly getting, in other words, our people might get over one thing from previous oppression from the so-called white man, but guess what? Something else keeps popping out. That's the type of new sort of fucking our people up, man.
Yep.
And you see that with Jake, man.
Yep.
In every particular area you go with Jake, it's one thing or another where our people's fucked up.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 7. Your country is desolate.
Yep. That's where Israel, man. Go ahead.
Your cities are burned with fire.
Yep. Why? Because the destruction. All these different heathen nations coming in, destroying it. Nebuchadnezzar, Titus.
It says,
Titus, go ahead.
your land, strangers devour it in your presence.
All you gotta do is turn it. Oh my Lord! Man, all you gotta do is turn on any global news and who's living in our country. Edomites, man, and gutter rats, man, in front of us. Read that portion again.
And it says, your land, strangers devour it.
Which are those heathen nations, starting on with Edom, and then the number one tribe, Amalek. Go ahead. Strangers devour it. Ishmael.
What they call Arab.
Yep. They over there. They had the biggest gay parade over there. Okay, they got kosher pork, white steak. Okay, they're doing all manners of wickedness over there, witchcraft. Okay, go ahead.
In your presence.
So they're doing it in our face, man, because they know we're the Israelites, man. It's like a nigga wearing your shoes in front of you, man. Last night, somebody asked my dad asked my brother, hey, what size shoe you wear? He says, my size. I was locked up. So the nigga still, he's still in that jail mentality, man. Go ahead.
In it. Slap.
Yeah, what if you come home to your crib, you know what I'm saying? And the nigga just got his feet on your couch, has your wife like that, has your kids running up to you, daddy, calling him daddy, you don't get pissed the fuck off. So the most I kind of did that to spice, spite us in a righteous way, for real, you know what I'm saying? Just like, look, man, you did this to me, so I'm gonna do to you, man. Because, when you understand this thing, you're like, fuck, man, you got these people fucking up our holy land, man.
Hey, but y'all, we were doing the same thing in that holy land, man. Yeah. We were doing the same thing, worse.
That's right.
Yep. Go ahead.
It says, and it is desolate as overthrown by strangers.
Yep.
And the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard, as a large vineyard.
So now the cottage is a vineyard, right? Because the cottage, when you in ancient times you had a vineyard, you had like a little hut, if you will, all right, where you go after the foxes or whatever to come to fuck up the vineyard, right? But it's like he said, we like that, but without the person in there. You know what I'm saying? Without that person in that cottage watching us, man. Right?
And it says, as a lodge in its garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city.
So nobody's getting watched.
Yeah, nobody's getting watched, nobody here protected. It's just open season, man. And that's what it is in the ghetto. It's open season for Jake, man. Go ahead. Especially in the summertime.
Except the Lord of hosts has left unto us a very small remnant.
Hey, that's the elect. And that's who we out here trying to gather. Lord willing, we beat some of those men. praying every day, doing what we need to do, giving diligence to make our calling and election short. Okay, go ahead.
We should have been like unto Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
Yeah, so if it wasn't for the elect being here, our nation would be destroyed, wiped off the earth, man. But for the elect's sake, man, it's not going to happen, man. Go ahead.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye rulers of Sodom. Give ear to the law of our power, ye people of Gomorrah. To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me, saith the Lord? I am full of the burnt offerings of rams and the fat of fed beasts.
Why? Because Jake would save up those beasts for their sins. Man, I'm gonna go ahead. You have premeditated sins. I'm gonna go ahead and sin. So all I gotta do is just sacrifice this, and I'm good. Okay. So the Lord said, we got tired of that, man, and did away with it through Yahushua, man.
Before Isaiah stepped on the scene, King David sent the Psalms up, and I give thanks unto your name because you delight more in this than calves and bullocks. The prophet Hosea said, sacrifice the calves of your lips. Right? In other words, the Most High is dealing with the sincerity of the heart, man. Alright? So the Most High, man, fuck all that bullshit. But you know what's more? Above that, making your body a living sacrifice.
That's right.
That means I'm truly devoting myself to the Most. So that's what the Most High is dealing with, man. And really, he's always been dealing with that, man. Alright?
It says, I am full of the burnt offerings of rams and the fat